Get it. Alrighty. Okay. There we go. We live. Back. Once again in Enshrouded. Alrighty. Alright, so last night, we didn't do a whole lot outside. What's up, Oozin? How's it going? Need to figure out who makes some of these blocks. I want the new luminescent block, and I don't know who makes it. I feel like I should have it unlocked, but it's not unlocking. I think you just need like glass, saffron, and something else. Granite? I don't know, something random. All of which are things I definitely have. So I don't know where it is. Do you? Do you have it? Not that I'm gonna like use it, but I want it just because I can, you know? You ever have that feeling? I just want it. What's up, Lude? All good, man. We're just chill building. Nothing crazy. And who's got what? Not a whole lot of information on where and how to get some of the new stuff, so I'm struggling to figure that out. And then there's like a new terrain block I haven't found either. Not that that's like super exciting, but it is something. I want these new doors too. They're like this, but they're all full iron, so they look way better. Way I can replace a couple of the doors that I'm not a huge fan of. But I have to find them first. What's up, Josue? How's it going?
Watch out for splinters.
You guys are all worthless, right? They're all pretty worthless. Definitely talked to her already. Give me the doors, lady. Please? I'll ask nicely, please. Help me. Is it like a recipe from one of the items? One of the things I got? I don't even remember what thing makes the blocks. Right there. Just grab some of them. Forge, maybe? Ectoplasm? Seems like that could be one. It's technically an ectoplasm block, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Which is very possible. Please do the part 2 of the pagoda base. It's on the list, but I gotta find some more time to do it. I had a game plan how I'm gonna do it. It's a lot more complicated than the first part. And the first part was pretty complicated. It's hard to like create an efficient video of the pagoda base because it's just exponentially more complicated than most bases. But it is a plan, don't worry. What the heck is going on? Mouse is freaking out. I feel like... just going to put out all these machines so they're not in chests and I can craft anything when I need it. Tired of not being able to. Okay, I don't need all those. Get all this out there. Trying to decide on that video specifically if I just build one section of it really detailed so it's like perfect. Because like as the pagoda base, like the first part, I essentially did a very dumbed down, simple option because I more wanted to show people how to get it started. The second part, like I could build, that video could be like 3, 4, 5 plus hours if I just did like each side. Like it's so much more complicated. So I'm trying to figure out like the best route, best plan of attack for that. Because that's too long of a video for anyone to like legitimately follow. Hey Jimmy, what's up? Timber just got finished building the first part of that pagoda base, about to work on the rest tonight. Nice. I'm glad the video helped. It was nice to finally get it done. It wasn't the original video I wanted to make, not even close, but I think it was what needed to happen. It was the only way I was going to get that video out properly. Otherwise, it's just too complicated. But glad everyone's finding it useful. That's the whole goal. As long as people are enjoying it, I'm happy to do the second part. That's all that really matters. But I'm thinking the second part, when I get to that, will be a detailed one section. And then maybe I'll build some of it in my spare time. So there's like 2 sections or something, just to see how they meet, potentially. Part's really complicated, honestly. It's the biggest struggle, as I was just stating. It's not necessarily as complicated in the same sense, but it is very complicated. It's more time consuming, I would say, because you have to be very specific. Can't really like, not that you could really kind of half-ass the first part of the pagoda base. You had to be very precise there too, but it's the upper part's pretty easy to get lost in just because there's so much detail and stuff. I think you're looking too much into it, Trust. If you put it out in parts, people will watch it and thank you for it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it so it's like a digestible amount of information is how I guess I would put it. If I were to do the entire upper portion, not even like, not putting up armor or anything, all of it, I think it'd take me like hours. Like a lot of hours. So I'm just trying to figure out like a way to make it understandable where it's like, it's enough detail to be useful, but it's not like an overwhelming amount of stuff going on. Which is the struggle, I think, is it'd be very easy to make that build specifically, that build guide, like super overcomplicated. And I have to refamiliarize myself because I don't even remember how I built it previously. That is the other struggle. What is up, Venomous Quack? How you going? Take your time. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the other part of it is I have a 2-year-old, so that doesn't necessarily help the process at all. My time is extremely limited at the moment, so it's slow going from time to time. Every once in a while, I get a couple days where I can get stuff done, but on top of streaming and stuff, I'm just trying to get as much done for everyone as possible. But we'll get to it for sure. Good things take time, exactly. Yeah, that's the hard thing. I've had a lot of people reach out and be very frustrated that they can't get the base right. And I'm like, that base took me the first iteration of that base took me 5+ hundred days in game to build. So it was not like quick by any stretch of the imagination. Like it took forever. And so like recreating it is also a very difficult process. It's easy to do the basics of it. But like getting it right is a totally different story. It can get very complicated very fast. And like I noticed in the Pagoda Base build guide video that I did, I screwed up, not that it's like you can't easily fix it, but the outer foundations that go out past the pagoda base that I did with the little ash cement like hand railing sort of pieces, I ended up lining those up. It's supposed to be like a half block and a full block, and I did 2 full blocks, and so it's like those little things are really easy to just like overlook on accident. And so hopefully it doesn't confuse people too much. Definitely some finagling to make that base work in general. That base turned me into a not so perfectionist kind of person, because I was before. I was absolutely a perfectionist before making that base. And then I realized I'm never going to get it absolutely perfect, so is what it is. Oh yeah, what am I looking for? Oh, it is unlocked. Well, son of a gun. I just need saffron and flintstone. Okay, that's easy. I thought I had to like go unlock it. That's way easier. I was like, what is happening? Where is it? How do I unlock it? Apparently I just unlock it. I'm just that good. What else? I've been looking at all the NPCs. Is there random stuff I have in here I haven't messed with? It's all pretty standard. My question is why can't I make all the NPCs just make all the items in this? Like, if they're all here, let me just make them all in this crafting table. Why do I have to use 500 different options? That's my question. So I think we're going to do a little questing tonight. I think there's still a handful of things that we have not fully accomplished in terms of the new update. And it'd be nice to kind of finish some of this random, like, go to some of these cool places. So we're going to do a little questing, and then we'll get into the building. Pretty happy with where we got last night as well. So it was a good stream. Real good stream. And then, like, we're going to get this in a couple months. I'm real excited about this new area. I'm thinking we're getting, like, all of that. Some type of water. I don't know. We'll see. I'm assuming the water biome update is what that is going to be the next content update, at least. Doesn't mean that's what's coming next, but... This is the... I think this is where they show the winners of the competitions they've done for like the build stuff, which I think is a pretty cool little spot. So I want to kind of check it out. And I don't feel like falling to my death, so let's glide before we completely run out of stamina. I have a feeling it's right there. Why is it making me go here? Look at that. Oh, what is this? Oh. Oh, it's just a Hollow Eve's pumpkin. More pumpkins. Okay. Anything good in here? You got anything good I can jack? It's down here. Spoder. Well, that guy's not weak. Well, not weak to a torch. Still weak, though. Little baby spider. Is it in here? What's this? Webs? There's just nothing. I've been trolled. This is how they get you every time. They got me, like, all sorts of messed up, honestly, these devs. Every time I think, like, now I've missed so many things from these stinking little random spots that I'm like, I have to look everywhere. Everything has to be checked, every nook and cranny. There's too many secret doors and stuff. Fly. Alright. I'm assuming this is oh yeah, this is it. I'm gonna steal this idea 100%. These new braziers are sick too. I really like this like metal detail. Looks really good. The obsidian block there actually looks really sick too. I think this is a bit more the... I want to sort of change the front entrance. I think it needs to be a bit more like this. Sorry if that was really loud. I just took a screenshot. It's currently too light. It needs to be darker, more like epic. Although I want a mix of the highly polished block, I also would like maybe a little bit more dark block as well. It fits the underground build vibes just a tad bit more. This is a good combo. Obsidian with the metal, really nice, or iron. I'm assuming it's iron. Looks really good. Floors and stuff too. Jeez. Oh, these are the new braziers as well. I don't have those yet. Hot buns. All right, let's go see who won everything. That green block is sick. Yeah, obsidian. It looks really good, but it's like you have to use it in the right areas. The hardest part is using it with other blocks. It does look really good with the metal block, though. They did a really good job with this. The flooring and stuff just looks awesome. I'm gonna have to look at these details. Oh, there's the new luminescent block, too. Looks really good. And I think this is where like future competitions are going to be. Competition winners, I guess. The list of builders of the Night of Horror. Very cool. I want to be immortalized in here. What the heck? We definitely are going to have to get into one of these build competitions at some point. Dude, that yellow looks freaking amazing. Place is sick. This detailing is really good. Alright, so does this mean they've got, like, at least 3 more build competitions lined up? That's what I'm getting out of this. At least 3 more. Almost looks like jade. Yeah, definitely. The flooring details. Gosh, we have so far to go. There's just so many options, man. Yeah, it looks incredible. That's just a random little room they made to show people off that won build competitions. Really cool. It's raining. Rain, rain, go away. That's what all my haters say. Yeah, I'm really liking this entrance too. It's super cool. I think we can definitely change my design around a little bit. I'm definitely figuring out like the aesthetic I want to work with in my builds. It takes some time to kind of figure it out. There's a lot of block combinations. There's a lot of interesting details you can just kind of like make up and do. That's one of the balefires. I think the overall idea is it's going to be a pretty dark lower area, and then the houses are just going to be pretty normal housing materials, I'm assuming. And then the castle will be sort of like dark on the bottom, light on the top. But I think it's going to be a little tricky to pull off, so we got some stuff to figure out. Die. You're stuck, fool. What are you gonna do? Been raining and storming all day. Perfect weather to chill and smoke. Ain't that the truth? We're supposed to get a winter storm this week. So we might actually finally get some snow, dude. It has been, like, super cold. Like, all the time. It's always cold. But it's not, like, snowing at all. And I'm like, that's the best part about winter, is the snow. Like, what good is cold if it's not snowing? Just defeats the purpose, you know? Just make me sad. Stuck. So many spoders. Where the heck am I? What? There anything good in here? Sure, why not? That's a big old booty spider. Wait, what? Supposed to open the chest? Oh, he's coming. Mace. It's kind of cool. Booyah. He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3. That looks really cool. Whoa. That's a fence on its side with the luminescent growth in it. That looks really cool. It's a great detail. Ooh, fancy chest. I'm guessing that's a two-handed one. Oh. I don't remember mine doing that much damage. Did they make it better? Whoa, that looks really cool too. What? Sorry if that's super loud. I can't tell if that sound's going on or not. Miss being in Alaska for winter? That sounds too cold though. But, I mean, a great detail. See what he did there? See what he did there? And it's the obsidian block too. Just looking amazing once again. Poo slam. Alright, that was it. Anything else good in here? Dude, I get so turned around in these areas. I have no clue where I am. It all looks the same. What? Oh, wait. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Another one. Who else want? Wait, where did you come from? Like spawned out of her all of a sudden. Crystal knives? They look cool, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of any of the daggers as of yet. They look really cool, but the attacks just, they don't do it, you know? They ain't it. Aha. Freedom. We did it. Wait. Where'd that quest come, I think? Best thing you can do is put a flame altar up by the dragon boss and get anywhere without even having to try. Easy game, easy life. Go. Alright, let's see if we can kill this guy like this. Didn't work! Oh no. Oh no, I didn't. Oh no. Okay, so when you do that little merciless attack, you can't cancel it. Just a test I was doing for everyone. Definitely planned. All planned. Alright, take 2. Maybe. Let's try not to screw it up this time. Yikes. Struggle is real. I just wanted to do like an epic sky attack and that didn't work. Yes. A test. That's what I do for you guys, you know? I do these things so you don't have to. Although why can I do that and just like land like it's nothing, but heaven forbid I fall to the ground, you know? That makes total sense. Definitely makes lots of sense. Sure. Not that I need mana potions, but... I'm assuming that means there's another one now. Yeah. Hello? Hello? Game? Oh. Okay. That is Enshrouded crashing. Interesting. Let's take a quick ad break. Roll the clips. Roll something. Make sure you go check out my new video that I posted today. My biggest build ever. Yeah, they're still working out some quirks from the new update, as I can see. They ruined my trees, too. Apparently, they added in... So I was really excited, because they made some trees. Well, they made the trees in the game, like, much bigger, more detailed. They looked incredible. And then people were all crying and complaining that they were too big in their base. And it didn't look good. And I'm like, what? Get out of here. Like, come on. They looked so good. Plus, you can, like, plant them and cut them down and do whatever you want. So I was like, what? Quite disappointed. Wait, I got this. Oh, the crash didn't save. Dang it. So now all the trees are back to normal. I'm disappointed. They looked really good. What's up, Grim? How's it going? So I had this like 8 or 9 tree thing that I turned like one tree and built a bunch of trees around it, and it was turning into a massive tree, and I thought it was looking pretty cool. I got a tip from someone in a stream the other night. I was like, this is epic. Like, how cool. But it didn't look very good. And then they changed it, and it looked really good. And I was like, oh. And then they changed it back, and I got all disappointed. Sad days, you know? Try to land on a path, yeah. What's that? Yeah, can't please everyone, I know. They should just be pleasing me, though. I'm important. I matter. There it is. Not that, like, trees are the end of the world or anything, but I was excited. Someone froze their bucket. Hey. Burn. The deep chimney. What's the purpose of this place? What is this? Still exploring for new stuff that got added? A little bit. I'm doing some of the random quests as well, just that we ignored and never did. Need a couple items to build some of the new stuff as well. Trying to figure out, there's a handful of things that I just like don't have yet. There's what? There's a new door. Like a set of new doors. I don't know where those are. And May, the new NPC, hasn't like... I'm pretty sure I did all the quests from her. Unless they're just not loading in yet, or I haven't triggered one of them somehow. So I'm also just doing some of this random stuff to see if maybe something triggers those last couple things I need to get. What is this? Kind of a big deal. You're definitely a big deal, Uzin. Don't worry. The biggest of deals. Need saffron, right? This is saffron, isn't it? Yeah. Be able to build the new block. That's also some of the stuff I was needing. 2 birds with 1 stone. That's how I roll. It's down there. I need flint, too, I think. I gotta have flint somewhere, though, so probably not that big of a deal. Alright, where does this want me to go? Down there? It's like the last place I want to go, though. Is that new? Have I not been here before? This looks... Why have I not ever been here before? Huh? Oh, hey. Uh-oh. Gotta go quick. Dang it. Ha. Is that new? I don't think I've ever been here. Oh, hey. Ooh. Yeah, these guys are way harder. Okay. Longest question. I found a post online from last year that the wall/window building piece changed, whether it was a square window or an arched one based on the grid. Did this get changed to choosing the alternate styles? From last year that the walls/window building pieces changed, whether it was a square window or an arched one based on the grid. I'm not sure if I have enough experience to technically know. I don't think I've seen any arched windows, though. You can, like... I'd say you can create arched windows based on how some of the random blocks just function. But I wouldn't say that I know of any actual arched ones, and I haven't really seen anything that, like, makes an arch or not. Oh, okay. That's one of those guys. But they've definitely changed a lot of random stuff around, so... It's possible. I would say the only thing that, like, makes arched windows is, like, the specific block potentially can create, like, these. Like, this is a square, or a rectangular opening. but it sort of creates an arch. So using those, you can sort of create an arch effect. But I wouldn't say, like, it creates a legit arch. Definitely block that. Ouch. One blew up in my face. Is there anything else out here? Doesn't look like there's anything useful out here. Ouch. I was expecting something to be in this cool claw thing. Oh, jeez. Don't want to go down there. Bunch of nasties. Is there any reason to go that way? Probably not. I'll message the post on Discord. They had a picture which explains it better. That would help. It's not even your Kiwi English. It's just like, I'm such a visual person. It's like, it's so much easier for me to just be able to figure that sort of stuff out looking at something. An image will probably make it exponentially faster for me to make a better answer to. I think we got everything of use. I did not know there was another shroud route there. That's nice. What the heck? What is happening? Please? What the heck? The map is freaking, dude. Go drop some stuff off. Full inventory. Too many stuffs. Not enough space. Vuka Arena. I don't think that's where we are. Pretty sure we're in the Mistberry Catacombs. But you do you, Enshrouded. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. What else did we need for these blocks? Flintstone. There's no way I don't have Flintstone. Too many chests. Doesn't help I brought my entire inventory with me. Genius. Just don't need those. This is the chest for the stuff. Look how much inventory space you have when you don't have every building block known to mankind in your inventory. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk it? Actually, we should bring these when we explore, though. Also, lockpicks, please. That'll do it. If I have to finish any of these to, like, to get any further. I don't know. Find a garden gnome. Let's find a garden gnome. More decorations. Post that in Discord yet? What's Enshrouded? Sent me a direct message, guessing. Huh. I would assume that is not a thing. I haven't seen any way to adjust the blocks themselves. I feel like they just kind of work the way they work. The only thing I've noticed is that some blocks have a slightly different interaction with other blocks, but I wouldn't say that they would necessarily just be able to create an arch or not. At least not from my limited experience so far. Thought that was going to be cooler. They're everywhere. Is this the fields? I think this is one of the new blocks, is it not? I think this is the new terrain block. Just random. I don't... Seems weird that this is where it would be, but... Pretty sure that's one of the new terrain blocks that they just added. The heck? What is happening to my lighting? Alright, they definitely should just revert back to pre-hotfixes. Stop fixing everyone else's problems and making it worse. It looked way better before they fixed it. In mi opinion. Maybe I'm crazy, but... Oh no, stop. Is it like in here or something? Hey, look. Who'd just bury a gnome like that? What's the point? So many sheets, artifacts, fossils. I think I broke this quest for good. Or maybe the door just didn't register being opened. I don't know. Good old spider goat. I swear I already did this. And a note talks about living in his friend's hidden cellar. Am I crazy? Is it just I missed a page? That's it. Where was that though? I almost hit another deer, but the guy riding my car ended up hitting it. What? Yikes. Not fun. Did you at least get the meat from that one? That'd have been pretty horrible to total 2 cars within the same month. Pretty unfortunate. I'd be pretty upset. Probably a good thing. Just leave it where it is. Place looks wonderful. I haven't been over here in a long time. Too small? First world problems. Below. What? Get out of here, dude. Car got totaled, and we got our money back almost, except $200 since we got the new vehicle. Hey, you know. That's... For an insurance company, I would say that's pretty good. It's hard to get anywhere near that. See that the chests still open and then close immediately afterwards. Where's this? What? Apparently I passed it. Not like these are like actually all that accurate or anything. I can never find the stuff I'm looking for. I should get lost. Oops. It's gotta be somewhere around here, right? I don't want to spend hours looking for worthless stuff, though. Oh no. Happy I got my beef stroganoff. I mean, hey, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Right? I don't want to go down there and look for stuff. Haven't made it in a while. I haven't had beef stroganoff in ages. Mom, they hid this stuff too good. I don't want to find it. Alright, why is this May lady, like, holding out on me? I don't care about the circus outfit. You can do that. I think that's just a chest. I don't even think that's anything useful. Ugh. Don't know how to feel about it. Well, at least I got a gnome. That's a win, I guess. One of the quests where you need to search the bodies, maybe. I don't know. I'm just doing randomness right now. For no apparent reason. Seems like a waste of time. Do that random questing off stream. I just don't care about the random stuff quite enough. Welcome in, Gary, by the way. Hope you're doing good. Oh, my child. One second. Gotta check in. There we go. Oh, so that unlocks all of them. Cool. Drives me nuts having all this stuff. Get that out of here. Didn't see any flint, though. I think that's what I actually was trying to do. Get some flint. We might have some up at the other chest area I've got. I don't see any here. None of that. None of that. Yeah. Up at the other chests. A man-child, I'm thinking about getting 4 monitors? I gotta say, 4 might be overkill. I have 3. And I can't imagine what I would do with 4. No idea what you would do with 4 monitors. I don't even know how you would set up 4 monitors in a way that you could even see them. I have one above another, and I can't even I have to look straight up. There it is. My buddy talked to you a week ago or so, and I talked him into playing this with your stream. We've probably put 60 hours in since then. Nice. You're just getting started, too. That's the great part. Long ways to go. There's, so much content. So many things to do. Too many chests. Need to make another thing for field stones till we get more. Not sure where I'd be using that one, but we'll see. Glad you got into it, though. Hope you're having fun. I think it's been a very good time so far. Building just gets better and better. 3 would be ideal for me, maybe 4 to watch timber builds. Alright, that's an acceptable use of a 4th monitor. Pretty. Look at that. It's a great block. You're loving it. The building is incredibly satisfying, and it literally just got, it's so much better just in the last couple days. You guys started playing at a really good time. It is, really good. Alright, so it's 1 out, then the stairs. Do I get extra credit? I'll give it to you. You can definitely have it. I think it was earned. Hello? Dang it. problem with how I did that. I knew deleting that one block was going to drive me nuts because something was going to happen like this. New tools are amazing, yeah. The new tools, the ability to like fully customize everything, all the blocks, like it's ridiculous. I was not expecting like full rotation on all blocks. That is like insane. I'm very surprised that they just were like, yeah, let's do it. It's meant to delete one either way, so it doesn't really matter. Oh no. Trying to find a new computer to be able to run drafting programs and do renderings. And we know about computers. I have a pre-built, so I'm pretty worthless. Knife with the 7 months. Let's go. Thank you for the membership, man. Lurk in the shadows where I send gifts out of nowhere. You're not really lurking, but you're pretty active right now. I'll say that. But I appreciate the gifts nonetheless. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I think we go here. Get that out of here. We have it out already. You did not earn it. I mean, I think he earned it. He's a sub, you know. He's technically subbed on the Twitch and YouTube. If that doesn't deserve extra credit, I don't know what does. What pre-built did you go with and how is it? I really like it. It is from I Build PCs. I think that's I Build PCs, something like that. I really like it. It's great. It's simple. I am not a computer guy by any means, so having like a pre-built thing is wonderful. It works great. I have no issues with it. I'm sure you could go insane and get a exponentially better computer for a similar price, but at the same time, like, it was a really good price. Unless you know how to build a computer, it doesn't make any sense, I think, to go with, like, custom. Unless you have a buddy to do it. That's the struggle. There was no way I was going to build a computer, so I had a buddy build me one, a really simple one, ages ago, but he didn't have the time to do it anymore, so he was like, hey, this is what I would get, and just sent it to me. It was like almost $1,700 with some random discounts that I had. But for a computer that can run a game, a streaming software, I'm multi-streaming, recording, does it all. Definitely gets the job done. Say I have no complaints with it so far. There a new builder art? Or am I maxed out? What does that mean? A new builder heart? I could probably find the pre-built that I have. I would just have to go search through my email to figure out exactly what it was. I'd imagine anything that can run streaming software and editing software and all that probably wouldn't have much issues running rendering programs and stuff. I mean, I used to use rendering programs on my Microsoft Surface Pro, so like, I don't think it takes that crazy amount. It doesn't take like an insane amount of computing power to do rendering. What is this building heart? What does this mean? Huh? Elaborate. Building hat? Builder hat? But what is there a new builder hat, or am I maxed out? What is that? What does that mean? I don't know, but it's provocative. Gets the people going. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this bridge. Should have looked up some precedents. Just crash my computer anytime I hit render. Yeah, that's a bummer. I'd be surprised if you couldn't run it with a $1,600 pre-built. Like mine. Not specifically made to render things necessarily, but it's the same. Builder hat, I think he means the hat quest, maybe? I don't know. I'm waiting for him to elaborate. Oh, are you saying on YouTube? I'm like, I thought you were talking about Enshrouded. I'm like, what is a builder's hat? I don't get it. You get a builder's hat every couple. So there's like 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year. There's a handful of different ones. I think 1 year is the last one. Time you jump in your lava, I jump, I think. Knife is talking about merch. No, talking about the membership hard hat that you get as a member on YouTube. Yes, you get them on Twitch as well, so same diff, but pretty sure you won't get another one until 1 year, though, if I'm not mistaken. I think I had 5 made. It's been a minute since I looked at them, though. I hadn't been paying attention because I hadn't even been streaming long enough for the most part. Yeah, member hat. Yeah, the journeyman builder. I think it just goes for how many months you've been part of it, is all. Not sure how I feel about this yet. Maybe they go in the lava. Maybe that's cool. Here you go. Yeah. Burn me. Burn me. It's not lava. It's sand. And braziers. So technically I am standing in fire right now, but just won't warm up the nads. See, I don't want to block the center. That was part of it. What's the lava made from? Sand, and then there's braziers placed underneath them. Sort of like clipping through. Did you find the vault door, or did you last night? No, I haven't found it yet. I don't know how to get it. I'm stumped. I don't have another quest. I can't build it. No, not sandstone. Just sand. This. Just the sand terrain material. I've been thinking about this bridge, and I'm just not sure how much I love it. I like the idea of it. It's really hard to get it to, like, work the way I want. I don't like that it blocks the views, but I also like that it makes it more interesting. I don't know. I guess it makes it so you can see it here, which is cool, but gonna take some messing with to get it right. We got all this done last night, though. I needed more armor dummies, but other than that, we got all those done. I mean, now we have to build the upper level ones too. And then I gotta do some detailing up in these areas as well. It's really good for a lava pit. Thank you. It turned out really nice. I'm happy with it. It was fun. Thanks to the help of Luderav with a little bit of this. I was starting with 1. He expanded it and told me to do 3, and then it just... we went crazy. I'm really happy with how that's all turning out, though. It's been really fun. It's slow going, but it is a good time. Let's try. Just needs to be like some detail here, but what is that gonna be is the question. This is where everything starts coming together, but there's a lot of trial and error in this game. At least maybe till I get more comfortable with all the build blocks and stuff. It was cool, like Chisel Chip, if anyone watches other YouTubers, was in the chat last night, and we were just talked for a little bit, and it's just like such a good build game, but man, it is so daunting to get into at times. Like, there's just so much. I feel like it's like that analysis paralysis kind of concept. Like, it's just, there's so many things to do, so many options, that until you get into it and get a good 100 hours into the build system, it just feels like this, you're talking a different language. Do something like that. Definitely took me a while to get any form of comfort with this build system. Alright. I'm officially starting to regret my decision of not building this out one more block. Not bad, but ugh. And I'm thinking we maybe like infill some of this with different blocks. We could... Was also thinking I could put weapons in it, since there are so many weapons in the game that are all going to be displayed in here as well. We have the best of luck XYZ. Oh, talking about the computer still. Oops. If you want me to send my computer info in the Discord, if you're a part of that XYZ, I can shoot that over at some point if I can find it one of these days. Hard part is I wouldn't have a solid answer of like, this will work or it won't. I'd be surprised if it didn't though. Anything that can play Epic games should be able to do basic rendering and stuff. Still looks, maybe that these might go here. Could be better, could be worse, I don't know. You never know until you try. Not horrible. The right detailing, like, it's gonna take a lot of detailing to get this all right, but I think we could probably make it work. I just want to be, like, have a good line of sight to the lava fountain things. That does frame it pretty well, though. Kind of like anywhere you are. I mean, of course it blocks it here, but, like, who cares? Gives you a great view right here, too. Which I like a lot. 360 no scope. What? That definitely makes it feel less floaty. We can create some cool details with this as well. Hello? There we go. Nice little archway sort of thing. Definitely needs more material options in it. Don't have quite enough. Say Intel is for having multiple things open and AMD is for having one program open, but it makes it smoother. Interesting. You'll know more than I do, that's for sure. The way I like to think of computers is everyone needs a nerd. I'm a different type of nerd. I'm not a computer nerd. I'm a gaming nerd. That's why I have two of my college roommates were both computer science majors, so anytime I have a dumb question, I just ask them. And one of them is really helpful, and one of them just sends me if anyone's heard of GFGIY, is that what it is? GFGIYS, I don't know, it's like a site. It's a go effing Google it for yourself. Anytime I ask a dumb question, I get one answer that's legit, and then I get one person that tells me to go Google it myself and sends me a link. But instead of just Google, it just is telling you to effing Google it. And I'm like, well, thanks. That was helpful. Yep, great stuff. Thanks, bud. Gotta love it. We can also, like, step it back up, maybe? Would that be kind of cool? I don't know. Seems pointless, but help where I can, yeah. Say you are a nerd, give me all of Skyrim lore? That's, like, so arbitrary. It'd take hours. If there's anyone that legitimately knows every piece of lore in Skyrim, I want to question your life choices. I don't retain information that well, so maybe that's just me, though. Would it be better? Maybe it would look cool lifted up, but it feels very flat right now. Maybe that's just better detailing will get us there. I was thinking we could... one of those, maybe? I'm my own type of nerd. You want me to, like, get into Harry Potter lore, then we can talk. I'm not... That's something I know too much about. I bought, like, collector's books and stuff. She had one arrive today. And I love it. Looks better. Better detail. Not perfect, though. Create some fun details, maybe. Gives it better depth, at least. I also haven't played Sky. I mean, I played it, but I haven't played it in a year and a half now. The way my brain works is if it's not in front of my face, it doesn't exist. Let's get maybe this side detailed out, and then we'll figure out that other side. Don't question my dad lore for their first birthday. I will give them the Marita's beacon, and for their birthday cake, it says, "I screwed your mom." What? What are we even talking about now? I'm lost. You're hurting my brain, Knife. It's been a long day, okay? What's that? What's this? One more? Oh, why don't I just go into first person? Duh. Poo doo 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 doo. It's all about that depth, baby. This looks far too boring. I don't know how to make it look better, though. Means this. Okay, we're starting to get there. I will say the hammer floating is still a little jank. But I'll take first person build mode however they're going to give it to me. Honestly, I don't care. Don't change anything. Just leave it. I don't want to mess with any more stuff. I know Skyrim lore. I guarantee you know it better than I do. I just love the game. I don't necessarily know every aspect of it, per se. Nice. I would say I'm more of a Harry Potter nerd than I am Skyrim. Doesn't mean I don't love Skyrim, though. Trying to get into 40k lore, but it hurts my brain. I have been watching Zorpazorp. I believe Zorpazorp. Like a New Zealand... I feel like Grim. Didn't she say? Maybe Grim knows about him. Kiwi? Oh. They are, I want to say New Zealand. Not 100% sure. Don't quote me on it. But they do 40k Warhammer. Specifically Lord of the Rings. I think they do everything, honestly. But they build like insane dioramas and stuff. Seems like just yesterday you were hacking into the mountain, right? But they build these in absolutely like ridiculous 40k Warhammer like battle. I don't even know what you'd call them. Battle boards. And they're like rebuilding the entire Lord of the Rings world for them to play. There's like War of Rohirrim stuff. There's a bunch of really cool Lord of the Rings stuff that they've got for that. That's for the Warhammer gaming, but then there's all the different characters. It's like endless. I just like watching them build this cool stuff. It's fun. It's very entertaining to watch. It's very good like background noise. Yeah, I'm glad you feel that way, Grim, because I feel like this is like so slow. like, it is taking a lot of shape, but I think for me, my brain just, like, thinks grounded. And I can build, like, I would build this room in one night in Grounded because it's so quick. But that comes from the fact that Grounded's build system is, like, exponentially more simple. So it's the ability to add more detail makes a huge difference. Zorbazope is Aussie, but I'll give you a pass. I think what the confusion is that they go to New Zealand a lot because of the Lord of the Rings stuff. Like, there's a lot of film sites and all that. But thank you for the pass. Very entertaining, though, to watch. They're a lot of fun. What the? I tell you to fly? Yeah, that's not it. I just wanted to see what that light block looked like. Wonder if I... That wasn't it. That weren't it. Watched a bunch of them? Hey, so I mean, I was right that you would know of them. Alright? At least I got that. Dang it. I'm here now. Oh, he jumped over to the other side. Never played Skyrim and have no idea what 40k is. It's like a... I don't even know how to explain it correctly. You use minifigs of... There's all sorts of different, like, classifications and stuff. Yeah, he says Space Warrior. It's like, there's everything. There's so many different options in the game. But essentially, it's like you're playing a massive war scene, but you do it with miniature figures. And a lot of the allure from it comes from the fact that you typically would, like, paint your own. I think you can buy them and stuff done, but I think most people enjoy the process of, like, painting and making them their own, like, interesting, unique things. There's a lot to it. It's very in-depth, but it's literally just a massive, kind of like Halo. Yeah, I guess. You could relate it to anything. There's, like, futuristic warfare sets and Lord of the Rings sets and all sorts of stuff, but it's just like playing a massive war game with miniature figures. And I just like watching them, like, creatively. They are, like, building landscapes and all sorts of cool ruins that they would, like, then actually have their battles in the wars and stuff. And I think it's just fun watching the sort of, like, crafting, 3D printing, modeling sense. It's very similar to, like, a lot of, like, architectural diorama modeling and stuff. And it's just, like, it's very enjoyable, chill to watch stuff. It's like somebody losing weight or putting on muscle. You see the grind in every second when you build, whereas I get to see the huge changes, and they are maybe more noticeable. As long as everyone else is seeing it, I'm just like, well, I've done half of an armory. I've done almost a full crafting room. Why did so many of these change? Oh, man. Why'd they change stuff, bro? Come on. I'm gonna have to go and mess with all of that. It looked so much better the other one. Dang it. Now I'm gonna have to go in the ceiling and figure out what is different between each of these locations. Crap. That's gonna suck. They ruined it. Soiled it. But more violence? Yeah. Definitely violence. All that diorama stuff and 3D printing models look so cool, and I'd love to do it. I hated it in school because it's ridiculous time crunch. Yes. Modeling in school was, like, my least favorite because it just was never good enough. You never had enough time to actually do a good job. But the hobby style of it, I think, is really cool. Watching people like that just do it for a living is really enjoyable and chill. I tend to just like having stuff like that on in the background while I'm working on a video or a build or whatever it might be. Got to go see. Y'all have a. Gotta go see. See what? What are you seeing? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That's the mistake. But whatever you're going to go see, hope you enjoy seeing it. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for the resub again. I appreciate it, Knife. Ceiling bugged out on you is the new grounded rotate. Yes, I would say if that's the biggest issue I'm currently having, it is a lot less of an issue than most people. I think a lot of people would probably say I was maybe a little overkill on using 4 flame altars and then a 5th one just so I had something to teleport to. But I'll show you what everyone else is dealing with right now. The people that I actually saw someone that built over the Mistberry Catacombs as well, and they only used 1 altar. And apparently they redid a lot of stuff in this area, and it kind of ruined their entire base. And you'll see, I think the worst stuff was maybe over here. I don't remember where it was. But because they changed everything, everything in your flame altars is untouched, no changes. Everything outside of it is completely different for some people. And so they did some like really big changes in some areas as well, just fixing things. And so as you can see, some of this stuff. So if you think like, oh yeah, my base goes right here. This is new. Everything here, this is all new, like stone and ground that they placed. And so now people's whole bases are looking like this. Like this is where like this is the old thing, and for some reason they changed this terrain to something else slightly. And so I end up with like a bunch of this randomness that I'm gonna have to fix eventually. But luckily it's like so far out of my base I don't really care. But yeah, like all of this. Just some random weirdness that they did. So now there's a bunch of stuff, but luckily it doesn't like affect my immediate base. I got pretty lucky in that sense. They changed a bunch of stuff though. Apparently the whole Mistberry Catacombs looks very different, which I wish I could see since I didn't necessarily build any of the exterior stuff. I've only built into the mountain. But it is... I feel bad for a couple people. There's some people that had their bases just demolished. Sometimes it sucks to suck. Like the old days of Minecraft, exactly. The heck is that noise? That the scavenger guy just stomping around? Big old chonk? Yeah, it's just Chonky Boy. Now, stop it. He's gonna explode. Now, I've been poisoned. So, I made a suggestion on the Enshrouded Discord today. Like, hey, I assume this is not going to be the last time this happens. I would suggest if you don't want your base to be completely ruined, to place more flame altars so you cover all the areas you want to stay the same. Because he has this like city built like right in the middle here, and it's like everything around it is like all raised up over the top of his build. It looked ridiculous. And then a bunch of other people have the new ivy and stuff, and either all of their ivy was removed from their base And so they have to go place all of it again, which not the end of the world. And then a bunch of other people had ivy all added back to their base. And so like they have this build and now it's just covered in like random ivy spots. It looks so funny. I feel so bad. It's a bit of a bummer when that kind of stuff happens, but that's unfortunately just part of early access games and base building specifically. It is a bit surprising that they just now decided to go back and update some of these random places, but that's part of the game. So, at least for me, if the worst thing I have is some random, like, pieces I'm going to have to go mess with, nah, could be worse. It's also, what I think is happening is, like you can see on this, these ones all look correct because you have to put a block directly behind it, and so what I think is happening is there's hollow spaces behind these areas. So all I'll have to do is like put some blocks behind it, but still a pain. Doing well, all things considered, it being early access for sure. I'm no matter what anyone's complaining about, like there's like one guy complaining that they changed the texture of sandstone because he really liked it for his base, and I was like, dude, it looks like it went from this like rough, really rough looking sandstone texture, just like very simple, kind of like Minecraft. Not a lot of texture, not a lot of detail, and now it's this like heavily detailed sandstone block, and I'm like, I think that looks exponentially better with your base, but that's not how everyone feels, so. Like, it doesn't, I know it's not going to make you feel better, but I like it. Okay, this is where we don't need first person. I've been wanting to do some of these random details for a while. So we're sending it. Lovely. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I'm gonna have to rethink that. I gotta figure out how this is gonna tie in a little bit better. Why? Someone was being silly. That's me. I'm the silly one. Higher ceilings. Must be rough being a texture artist. On one hand, things can look objectively bad, but also art is fully in the eye of the beholder and subjective. Yes, 100%. I think that's like just video game creation in general and stuff. Like everyone is going to feel totally different about this stuff. So it's like so hard to please everyone at the same time. Pretty much impossible to do. Style is uniform, and that gets a tick from me. Yeah, I think everything looks incredibly good. Like, I don't have any complaints myself, but I think the struggle is, like, you do one thing, and then, don't say anything. No, they're sleeping in the hole. Get out of there. Sorry. Yeah, you go back home. Go home. You silly blacksmith. Oh, someone's got a quest for me. Is it May? No. They're like, hey, it's my dude. Isn't this Rome or whoever? Aren't you that one? What do you got? A beautiful home.
Hello.
Spoken. Blah, 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 blah.
Goodbye.
Quest updated. Ah, that one? I feel like I have most of those, but okay. May, give me more quests. What do you want? What do you need? Where do I get the new doors? I'm gonna lock you in a cage if you don't help get me this stuff. Yeah, Blacksmith's in his own universe. He fell through the roof, and then everyone else is just being weird. We have a lot of work to do on this ceiling as well. I have this idea for like this crazy ceiling design in here. I mean, I don't necessarily have any of it like figured out, but I want a crazy ceiling design. So we'll have to figure that out at some point, but was almost in the right spot. I don't want this ceiling to be like this boring, random thing. I want it to look really cool, not just be this like flat randomness. These repeating textures are just so boring. More detail, mo better. As I always say. When you get an email about someone renting a movie, wonder what my wife is watching tonight. What could it be? Nobody knows. Definitely needs a lot more. I don't know what textures and stuff to use, but figure it out. Weapons would probably look cool in those spots. Could do... That was sort of my original idea, was like weapons, but I also have some more interesting things going on in my head as well for weapons using all this space. You can clip the... Now it's probably going to be even easier. You can clip the... There's like artifact and like fossil museum stands, I guess is the best way I'd place it. Just little cool things to put some books and some of the random things you can collect throughout the world that look very much like you'd find them in like a little museum expo showcase sort of thing. And I very much like those, but I gotta figure out how to do that bit. I think it'll look really cool. I've seen a couple people mess with them, so I think it should be pretty easy. Can't be that hard, right? I didn't think about that being a detail as well. Higher on the outside, lower on the inside. First person is crazy. Very nice. I think that means we need to go one here too. And then we can knock out the right piece. One lower? Gotta go one lower. To go one lower with the inside. That's what I'm doing wrong. Thinking opposites here. That at least creates like slightly more cohesive look to it. Not great though. Kind of a janky arch, unfortunately. I just like the detail of that so much better. Looks super weird. Decisions are hard. It's only kind of weird because it's slightly lower on this side than it goes on that side. Wait a minute. Yeah, we live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. Alright. This will probably look better when the hand railings are in too. I have a lot of them actually. We're good. So many details to do. Alright, so this we can go like this now. That makes that a lot easier. How did I do that? Just with the blocks, I guess? Sure, sure. I have not figured out quite how to do these at a good angle. They're kind of weird. You can kind of see I did down there, but it's not great. There's got to be a better way to do it. I just haven't quite figured it out yet. Okay. Beautiful. I love that X. Like the vertical adjustment is. I kind of thought it was kind of dumb at first, but that was one of the most annoying thing. Is like clipping things inside these blocks is sometimes can be a real pain. Like they just don't want to do it, so you'll have to like destroy the block that I made. Whereas now you just done. You don't even have to try. Just easy. Making stuff really simple now for us. How did I do that? One. Yeah, I had a feeling that was how that went. Why something feels off. Uh-oh. I think this stair is what? No way. Did I really screw this up? Man. It's in line. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, then the stairs. Darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, then the stairs. Yeah, genius. I guess luckily I can just do this. Not sure if that's going to make it weird though. How does that work? And that goes in front as well. Okay. That works. I guess that doesn't really affect what I did at all, does it? I think we're good. Guess I didn't detail that one out. That's why it works. But it's all the same, I think. We should place the stairs slightly wrong, which doesn't really affect it because we have so much stuff in here. It's fine. We're okay. I don't have to redo a bunch of it. Yet. But, oh, we might screw something up still. You never know. I'm good at not counting correctly. Rude. Rude, rude, rude. There we go. I'm probably moving slightly too fast for my own good, but I want to see it. And once I see this stuff more detailed out, it makes it a lot easier to be like, okay, that's it, or we've done everything wrong. And we give up and start over. And I didn't even run out of these. What a good day. I'm just waiting for the resource world to be upgraded as well. I want to go crazy with all the new stuff, but I don't have enough materials to make a lot of it. It's mostly just the decor, which we're not really quite at the decor level anyways. It probably doesn't matter all that much. Gonna be a lot of decor work to do once we finish all this stuff. Like, it's already coming to life, but it's gonna feel so much better with a bunch of items. Like, getting this amount of detail everywhere, I think, is where this is going to start to get absolutely crazy. Tough decisions. Well, definitely lining those up does not look as good as I was hoping, so we're probably not going to do that. Looks jank. That's actually much better. I can live with it. It's still a little weird that it's not like perfectly lined up, but I think I'm okay with it. And one more layer here, and there, and there, there. I want to use some metal blocks somewhere potentially as well. Add in some interesting stuff. I really liked the way the metal blocks looked in that new event room thing, but figuring out how I want to do that is the hard part. I have to do it kind of sparingly. Back. Need to stretch tonight. Who'd have guessed sitting at a desk all day long working and then standing at a desk all day playing a game would destroy your back? Come on, game. Let me look at my image. Not helpful. I definitely think some, like, maybe metal, like here or something. Just something like really simple like that. Just like little details, breaking up stuff, tying into some of the other decisions I've made would look really cool. Could be really good like little infill blocks too, potentially. Let me out. Yeah, kind of like the polish, but I don't know. We'll see. The struggle is Options galore. A bit of metal is, I think it's going to be the right direction though, for sure. Let me up. It definitely looks way better with the hand railings though, for sure. It's heading in the right direction. Makes it look much more detailed. Not like this weird little strip of thing. I am very tempted to potentially raise the middle back up, though. So the stairs kind of go down and then back up. I think that would look cool. Maybe not quite as far, like 1 or 2 spaces. And I guess there's only 2 steps, isn't there? Right? Yeah, 2 steps. 2 step. 2 step. Still just getting used to how these things place. Oh, that's 1 lower. Interest. Is it? Those show through that. No, I think it's right. I don't know why that looks just slightly off, but it's probably because it's not placed with this new mechanic that clips it slightly more accurately. And I'm out of windows. Wait a second. Oh no, that's there. That's why. That's just a half block. Cool. Looks great. Looks great. Heading in the right direction, though, I think, for sure. This Red Bull sitting next to me, and my brain just wants to keep grabbing it, and I'm like, dude, you will never get to sleep. Stop it. Yeah, don't know how I feel about the angled ones yet. Could try. I ran out, dang it. Gotta see if I want to use more of these banisters or not. Not totally sure yet. I just really like the metal. I don't know. I just want this in a metal. I actually saw... They have them in the world. They just don't have them buildable yet, naturally. But there are some cool new... Maybe not new, but there's some cool options for some stuff they have. It's actually be a really cool place to put like a statue. No wasted space. Or a secret passage. Could also be cool. Seems like the perfect place to put a cool little statue. I love it. Unfortunately, they're not necessarily useful statues for me, but they did add some more like VUCA statues and stuff, which look pretty good. Yeah, I think I want the roof of this to sort of have this effect here, where we sort of have like one material, a step and a block, a different material, creating maybe not like a full-on like barrel or vaulted ceiling, but that some sort of effect like that. Because I think this is the max, yeah. This is as high as we can go with this ceiling at the moment. But I think that's the route I want to take at some point. We'll figure it out. We also need to get building all of the armor. These exact things will now also be replicated up here. So I got to figure that out as well. Get the spacing and stuff. I don't know. This is kind of growing on me. I just wish it met slightly better. Or a statue with a secret false wall with a chest full of loot. That would do it too. Something along those lines. Definitely. What's up, your What's up, your mom? Hi, mom. Getting there though. Only slightly drives me nuts that works, but you'll never notice. Ouch, my ankles. Just needs like another texture, another material or something. What though? Where? When? Why? Okay, I'm gonna sit down real fast. Back hurts. Okay. Went on a short run today and I'm like toast. Uh-oh. How am I looking? I better. Let's double check that. Yeah, okay, we're good. I can go down. Fancy. That's what we do here. Try to be as bougie as possible. All day, every day. Who did that? Who did that? Yeah, I had a feeling that's what's gonna happen there. Not that it really matters. It's the same on both sides, of course. I'm going to rebuild those at some point anyways. They're going to look way better. But that's just currently the doors that I've made. And we'll make it work. Ouch. I'm burning. Could make this tie-in better too. For sure. These need to feel more attached in some way. How, though? You might ask. Nobody knows. I have not found a good way that I like for like columns yet to like hit the ground. They just feel sort of unnatural at times. I don't know. A lot better than I could have done. I'm still trying to piece together your base. Looks like the game built it. Hey, that's a huge compliment. Thank you. I definitely try to take inspiration from the way the devs build the world out in many ways. It just feels like some weird Minecraft feat. Wow. Ah. I mean, like, I literally took some of this as, like, used inspiration from the game. It doesn't necessarily look anything like the place in that I used as, like, a reference image, but I created this whole area kind of based off of another place in the world, and then used it with the actual materials and stuff that you can use, because the 90% of the decor items in that space you can't use, so I kind of made it my own thing and added in my own details, like the wood, the little chains, the hand railings and stuff. Made my own sort of smelting furnace thingamabob. Used my own details like the wood and the grates and all that. But it definitely helps kind of messing with creating similar things. Excuse you, game? That is rude. Why doesn't it work? No. I have to talk to these devs, man. heck am I doing? Well, that fixed one of them. Not both of them, though. Dang it. Very well detailed. Very well done. Thank you. It's coming together. I don't even feel like I have half the details that I eventually want to have in here, so glad it's looking good now. We got a long way to go. Is that the issue? What? Polished granite. Dang. It's so annoying. Looks so bad. What? Something's off-centered too. What is happening? Why does this look so wrong? Because it's not doing that clipping thing correctly. What the heck? I need a closer vantage point. This ain't working.
Hello.
What? You stay in your home, all right? Stay in your lane. What the heck? Cannot understand why these are textured blocks are not working properly. Ugh. So annoying. Devs, fix it. Fix it, please. It looks horrible now. It looked so much better before. Dang it. I'm gonna have to send that in as an issue. They definitely messed up some stuff, and then with the new update, is the voxel is not working properly at the moment. One, 2, 3, 4. It's centered. It's just like it's getting a texture on this side and it's not on this side, and that's just wrong. And like, why is this one working? Why is that getting the little extra effect and that's not? Like, that's the only difference, is like right there, there's just slightly more detail, and then it's like the little jogs down. The little bump downs that make it look slightly more rounded are just not a thing on the left side for some reason. Ugh. It drives me nuts. And it makes it look visually like it's off-centered, and it's not. It's just because the texture's not properly working. Rude. Very rude. Alright, so the real question is, how do we want to do all of this? I like how I put all the effort in there to do all that, and then I'm not even going to use it. These are 2 off the ground. And then 2, correct? 1, 2. I gotta get rid of a whole layer. Dang it. That sucks. Slightly makes me want to rethink my little pattern. We'll see. You need to collect materials in this game. You do. There's no creative mode, but the great thing is that the game is set up in a way that you can bring items from servers back with you, so you don't actually have to if you don't want to. So I use what is called a resource world. I do not have time to grind materials in a game anymore and make content at the same time. I also don't enjoy creative mode because I like the story survival stuff. I just don't have time to grind thousands of blocks to build the crazy stuff I want to build. So there's a handful of them in the community. It's not just like this one. There's a bunch of different ones. But you can just come in to this person's resource world. You can either go... there's like live servers. If you're interested in that, they're a little bit easier. You don't have to set it up. You just have to go... Whoa, is that light? I never noticed that. You just have to go to the server, and as long as there's not 16 people in it at that time, and then they reset every hour or so, typically, I think is what most people do. The way I did this is you download the person's resource world, and you have to change some of your Steam settings, but you just get to come in, and once it's loaded in, you can reset it yourself if you want. Why does it feel like some of this has changed? Where's my brain? I feel like a bunch of stuff in here changed or looks different for some reason. I don't know why. So this is probably the more complicated way to do it, but that way I have 100% access to this now. So I'm the only person that comes in here. This one, and then once I deplete the items, I just paste the save, the original save, over the one that I have. It's really, really simple. It just takes a little bit of finagling to get it set up the first time. And then once you have it set up, it's like, and then it's everything. And so like, this guy is DeLindsey Gaming. DeLindsey. He's putting this world together with his community and stuff. So they do this as part of his streaming and efforts. And then like the new update came out. So him and his crew are currently like going crazy and messing with things, figuring out all the new items, everything they need to add. They find a place for them. They spawn them in. And then he'll send out like an update that you can just download all the save files for. And then you just re-download it, paste it over what I currently have, and the whole world will be updated. It's really, really simple once you get it set up the first time. And that's like, and it all depends on like how they set it up. Like they've got an armory for all the different armor sets. Like that's where I got all the extra armor sets for my armory instead of like building each individual one. They have a weapon space with a bunch of different weapons, so you can get these really easily. It makes it very, very simple. Makes life very good. And actually, it's probably perfect. You're just playing music, chilling. Then they have like individual stuff for each character. There's all the NPCs if you want to build extra stuff, and then all the decor and stuff. Need something like that in Grounded? That would be nice. Unfortunately, the way Grounded works is it's just you get creative or not. Need more windows anyways, so this is actually perfect to come here. Yeah, and for me, it's just like that. Just the time it takes to place or to get all of the items. It's not even like collecting. Collecting's not necessarily all that difficult in this game. Dude, something changed about this place. I don't know what's different. It's weird. The collecting isn't necessarily difficult. It is the ridiculous time it takes for everything to be built. Like, I feel like everything is so incredibly slow. The machines take multiple minutes to build up things, and like it's just too slow for me to be able to do anything productive. There are definitely a lot of people that are all good with it, though, so it's kind of pick your poison. But I am very much enjoying the like combination of just being able to come and grab anything I need, and then you just hop on back to your main menu and back to my world, and you've got everything. Also means you can like bring stuff to your friends' servers and stuff as well. So there's a lot of flexibility with it. And I can't imagine that the devs didn't like think that through pretty thoroughly as well as like something they wanted in the game. Or else they wouldn't have allowed you to bring items back and forth. They ruined my big tree. It looked so much better with the update, and they changed it back. It's sad. I feel like they reverted too many of the textures. Everything looked so much better. I wanted to build out here real fast too. I had laid these out because I want these to be planter boxes. I feel like they would have stopped it by now if they didn't like it. Yeah, I definitely think that, especially for like any single player survival game, in my opinion. Yes, you can play with 16 other people, but like you get to set the rules for your server at the end of the day. There's so many random settings and stuff that you can change at this point that it's I think the flexibility is what they wanted at the end of the day. And so it's like if you're a diehard survival person and that's what you want to do, like survive away. And if you're a mega builder, then like you just get to mega build, and that's I think what makes it so good. Oops. Hey, who put foliage under my base? Ooh, pretty. I think that's what I like about. I think a good survival game has to have that like freedom, because I think everyone tends to enjoy survival games specifically in like vastly different ways. Like you have your combat maniacs, you have like the super crazy builders, you have like cozy people. Like it's just everyone enjoys the games in totally different ways. And so the more flexibility you have, the better off I think you are in a game like this. Hey, what's down there? Oh, peekaboo. Look, it's an armory. It's all connected. Who'd have guessed? Something very similar to I think what like Grounded did really well. Towards the end, I think it took them a while to get there. I'd say this game has done a very good job doing it very quickly. But flexibility, more in like I love all the setting options and stuff. I think those are all really important for survival games. Also makes it so you can like exponentially play the game for longer in your own way that interests you specifically. You want to just explore and have fun, like you can do that. It's just so many options. Do I have moss out at all? Yes, I do. I do. Too deep, maybe? Yeah, too deep. I think that's what really makes survival games fun to me, is the ability to play them however you want. It's like, what the heck? What is going on? It's like one thing to play legit when you got a bunch of friends you're playing with and stuff, but I'm out here trying to make content. Ain't nobody got time for all that grinding anymore. Wait, oh, dang it. Did I do that over here too? Yep. Oh, my ice. It's ruined. Definitely makes me stay around longer at least. Yeah, I think so. I think it's one of those things that's really needed in this type of game. Freedom to just play the game how you see fit. Like, I was talking to someone on the Grounded server today, and they were like, how do you not have, like, how do you get rid of all raids? Like, how do you make a base that's, like, raid-proof? And I'm like, other than building in these, like, couple really small specific areas, like, it's not possible. And I'm like, what if you're that worried about raids, if you're that uninterested in the mechanic, like, ruining your base, like, just turn them off. Like, if you're going through the hassle of how do I build a base that's raid-proof, I think the bigger question you should be asking is, why am I playing with raids in the first place, if that's, like, the issue here. At least, that's my opinion on it. Obviously, like, if you're worried about all your stuff being broken and that doesn't sound fun to you, turn them off. I did the same thing. I played with them for a long time, and the mechanic gets extremely boring and repetitive after a while, so it's like, who cares? Especially because it was like a New Game Plus thing, so it's even more like, who cares? You've already done it for so long. But that is the perk, I guess. Everyone gets to play the game however they want. That 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should be good. Not that any of that is all that critical. It's what it is. I definitely played a lot of games for a long time, playing them like how everyone sees them best fit. And I'm like, I don't know, at the end of the day, who cares? Have them off. I got tired of rebuilding my stairs. Yeah, it's like, it gets to a certain point where you've done it enough. I think it's an interesting game mechanic really early on. I think it was really fun for me. And then I started mega building, and it was like, okay, this is now like utterly pointless to me. There's just zero fun to be had with these raids once I started mega building. And then I was like, it's the same sort of thing, like, it's fun when you can selectively choose which enemies you're going to fight. But then it gets to a certain point where, like, for me, I was trying to be completionist in Grounded. And so I ran into this problem that when you're trying to get gold cards, it becomes absolutely ridiculous. Like, it got to the point when you have to kill 600 of the same exact bug, you're just going to get raided over and over and over again. And it is miserable. And it's like, one mechanic in the game is ruining a different mechanic in the game. And that's when I'm like, you know, that's when it lost the allure for me, and I decided that I was going to switch it up and change how I was playing. And I'm a big supporter of just playing the game you want, how you want anyways. Like, I'm not mega building for anyone but myself at the end of the day. Like, I do content for it because I know people like it, but I'm not like doing it because I want other people's approval on what I build or how I play the game. Now, it's one thing if you're using crazy things in a game like Call of Duty or online multiplayer, like cheat kind of stuff. That's very different. The vast majority of it is like, why people overthink too much. It ain't worth putting that much mental energy into it. At the end of the day, in my opinion. Time you farm a resource, you have to fend off a raid? Yeah, exactly. Or yeah, if you're trying to build like a specific weapon or multiple weapons, or you're making like an armory, like doing some of the fun things as you get further in the game just becomes this like really frustrating thing in the game at that point where it's like, okay, I'm no longer... When I have to go kill, I have like wasps. I had the drones and the regular wasps were some of the last gold cards I had to get out of like outside of like sickly roly-polies. And I was like, it got to the point where I'm like, I am never fighting another wasp again. Like I'm turning off raids. I can't do it anymore. My base was so big, they destroyed everything when they got added to the game. No longer a fun mechanic at that point. Absolutely was not fun anymore to me. Thank you for the follow, JV. Hope you're having a good night. Wait. I grabbed the wrong tombstone. Dang it. But if anyone's ever given anyone crap about how they play a game, send them to me. I'll put them in their place. I ain't about that. But like the guy I was talking about was very, very adamant about like that wasn't his thing. And I'm like, hey, that's all good. Just a suggestion. If you hate it, you hate it. You don't have to like the way I play the game. Came over from YouTube, didn't realize you had a Twitch and you were answering questions that weren't in the chat, so I found you here. Yeah, sorry. Normally it is a pinned... I pin it in the comments for YouTube. And some nights everyone's on Twitch and some nights everyone's on YouTube, and yeah, you never know. Could definitely be all over the place depending on what people want to do. Sometimes people, like some of my regulars, just jump back and forth just to mess with me too. I don't have any more gravestones, dang it. Very well, may have been. I didn't check, that's on me, no worries. It could be, I don't even know. I can check. Let's see. Check it out. Please don't be unmuted. It is. It is not. Nope, that's Discord. Oh wait, it is. I think it's pinned. Looks like it's pinned. I think it is. Hey, why did my music stop? What? I thought something was sounding. I thought it was quiet. Alright, well. Did I put some gravestones down here, maybe? Nope. All that. Don't need those. Those. Ooh, we need to add that block upstairs. Oops, when I open chat back up. Now, of course, alright, we gotta move it. It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't. Actually, that's fine. Yeah, I can live with that. OCD, baby. Put that there. That there. Beautiful. Oh, we don't need rough stone anymore. Which is this one? I always had rough stone out so I could make rubble, and now you don't even need it. It's a tool to make everything rubble. I got way too much crap in my inventory right now. Using that. Not using that, but I like that block enough. I'm going to keep it out. Why do I have dirt? Nobody knows. My torches. I need to get all of this organized at some point. So much just stuff. I need to get all the NPCs, like... I should have a crapshoot of stuff right now in here. I need to get these guys this, like, actual spaces to... that make sense and are built out for each one of them. I can't decide if I want to make... Originally, I was going to make these side areas on each side of this big smithing station, whatever, for the NPCs, but I also want a house for each one of the NPCs, and I think it makes more sense design-wise to make, like, a blacksmith house and an alchemist house and, like, all these different spaces, but, like... Maybe I end up doing, like, each one of these guys gets a house, and, like, I use the main guys inside, and then there's, like, what's her face? Like, some of them do the exact same thing. Like, I think this lady is the same thing as the blacksmith, yeah. If I'm not mistaken. And so, like, some of them will have houses, and then some of them will have spaces in here. If I'm doing it right. Can't tell if that's the one I want.
Goodbye.
Is this the right tombstone? No, I didn't think so. Why don't you make the tombstone I want? What? Lady makes everything. Ha! That's the one I want. Oh, it's a fence corner. I thought it was a tombstone. Yeah, that's probably the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to, like, separate them out. Alright, that's the one. I don't know. If you ask me, that's a tombstone. Call me crazy. But I'm going to consider that a tombstone of some kind. Oh, sweet. I didn't even think about these being a thing now. What? That's too hard to tell, like... if it's lining up correctly or not. I'm gonna have to count that out to make sure it's right. Also, if you're in Twitch, I should have Twitch drops enabled too, so you can get the new skins. Not that you can't get them in-game anyways, but... it is a perk. Come on. There we go. Yep, almost. Struggle bus tonight. Sometime this century we'll get them. Oh, dang it. Every time I get it, I screwed up. To fix all my ice too, dang it. Alright, this will look good. Are those equal? I don't know why. Like 2. 2. 4. Yeah, okay, we're good. I swear I screw up the my counting constantly in this game. I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of this too. I'm not loving the front entrance as much as I would like right at the moment. I think it needs to be darker. As much as I like the highly polished stone, there needs to be a little less of it. I like the balance of this a little bit more. I think the dark kind of inset is the detail I like, with maybe some highlights of the white, but there's far too much highly polished stone at the moment. Where's ice? If I don't fix it now, I'll forget about it for ages. Then a month down the road, I'll be like, what the heck happened here? Who's messing with my stuff? Easy fix. How do I have so much ice? What's happening? Is it pulling from chests? Wait a second. What? Where's the well block? Is that pulling from my chest? Are these all pulling from chests now? Am I losing my mind? Did they change that? What? Don't tell me that's now a thing. That is going to change everything if that's how this works. Hold on a second. I'm putting everything away. And I'm going to cry if this is actually true. Where's moss? That one? Yeah. They finally do chest drawing. I literally haven't seen anything on this at all. And I don't remember anyone talking about it either. What are the heck? Where did I put everything? Why is granite here? Like organized all these and then forgot what I was doing. Did I not put sand? Am I an idiot? I'm definitely an idiot. There's no sand block. What? This, oh, it's this one. No. What? It's this one. I'm an idiot. No. Sandstone. Sand. I am an idiot, just for different reasons. Now the only thing that would be missing is the ability to hot deposit from inventory. That would be incredible. What else we got? Palm wood, conifer wood. This is true. This makes my organization system even like 10 times better. Metal. Iron, yeah. Bronze. I'm gonna regret my decisions if this isn't how it works. I definitely didn't need to grab everything, but now I just want to test it for shits and giggles. Roughly cut stone. Okay, just a castle block at least. Fancy is the upper one. And roughly cut. Alright, that's all of it out. Why? It doesn't work. What? Why did it tell me I had so many? I swear it was like pulling... What? So you have to have one of each block in your inventory and then it works? What? Does this actually work? I'm so confused at what's happening. It's not... I mean, that's pulling from the inventory. Weird. I don't hate that change. I think that's interesting. I like that potentially I don't need to... Yeah, it's like it's pulling... As long as you have a stack in your inventory, it's pulling from your other stuff, but it's interesting. Very interesting. Huh. I mean, it's nice that I don't have to have like 15 stacks of something now. That's great. I feel like they didn't mention that anywhere though. Like, am I crazy? I don't remember seeing anything of that in the patch notes. Maybe I'm crazy maybe I just missed this whole time, but I've definitely never noticed it before. Huh. Maybe this whole time I've just been insane? Is that what's happening? Like, I just never noticed that it was always doing this? I can't imagine that's the case, though. Absolutely can't imagine that's the case, but I'm lost. Interesting, interesting. Sneaky bastards. That's a great... If it's an actual change and it wasn't just me missing it, I swear I've run out of blocks, though. So it's like, I cannot imagine that is at all what's happening here. Like, there's no way that it just happened. That has to be like a new change of some kind. That's freaking awesome, though, honestly. What an incredible change. Either I'm an idiot and it's not a change, or it was an incredible change. The other thing, it may have been like this the whole time. I swear I've run out of items, but I mean, very easy to overlook it when I'm not really like actively paying attention to stuff like that, honestly. Can't say like paying attention to how many items are in a stack is really something I was like first thing on my mind, you know. But one stack of an item is like that's amazing. Either way. If I'm the idiot or not, that's all. I'm happy camper now. I like hated having to hold all the blocks. Now I'm like a kid in a candy shop. I just get to do whatever I want. Wow. That's really cool. Hopefully someone else playing the game can tell me I'm just an idiot and never noticed that, but I've never noticed it. So I'm going to say it's a new change, and these developers are the best people in the world. I think is what I'm noticing. Why do I have timber? I don't want that. Even though it's got my name in it, I don't need it. Good old timbered block. Need more ivy stuff too. It's really cool. Like, my inventory feels incredible now. Look how organized this is. I hope I'm not just an idiot. I would feel pretty dumb for not noticing that, but I can't imagine I'm that dumb. Huh. I thought something was off. Small details. See how that starts. One in front, one in front. Looks great. There we go. It's coming together. We're coming together. Slowly but surely. Alright, the question is do I fix my mistake on the upper portion? Probably. It's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to have to change the whole thing, though. Will drive me slightly insane. Does Enshrouded have PvP servers? No. Not that I know of. I don't think there's any PvP in the game. That I know of, at least. Could just be me, but... What? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no PvP at all. What? Is that why I did that? Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe this is how it was the whole time and I could never build there. Because it does weirdness. Oh, there's also a gap there? What am I doing? Okay, actually I think I have to do it the other way, so. Mistakes were not made. Probably why I didn't build it the way I was thinking. I feel like I made a mistake doing this instead of putting one of these right on this edge. I was like, it's kind of a mistake, I feel like. But maybe, why does that one work, though? Doesn't make any sense. Maybe I need to build this all out, though. Not that any of this matters, but whatever. I'm not sure how fun PvP would be in this game. Hard to say. Could be really cool and interesting. It also could be really lame. I don't know. It does work. What? Am I crazy? It's just because of the one block it was sitting on, maybe? Oh, decisions. 1, 2, 3 across. I think for continuity's sake, I'm probably going to want to just do it the same. Whatever, give up. Music is not my friend today, apparently. 2 back. And 1, 2, 3. Separated. One of those. One of these. One of these. More fancy stone here. Where's the bronze? Does help when you put this stuff in the right spot, though. I'll say that much. Is that what's going on? Is this one back? It's one back, isn't it? Dang it. I knew I was screwing something up. That's okay, though. Easy fixes. Just build this out all the way. Oops. And I don't have to mess with it. Look at that. First person. Who'd have thunk? Alright, good enough. Well, doesn't that look much better? I don't have weathered stone. I need the weathered stone. That's this one? One of those so we can actually see. That's kind of jank. Maybe I stop this pattern here. That might be the way to go. But that's the general effect. So we go 1, 5 something. 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, mate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I did this wrong and I even did that wrong. There we go. Get to the right distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then pop, bang. Boom, boom, pow. Beautiful, beautiful. Love it. Is that the same height? I didn't think about that. Or did I? I think I did. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? That, and then 2 more blocks. 2, yes. those. 1, 2. Yep. Okay, we're good. Extra precautions when setting things up so we don't make massive mistakes. Have to redo everything. That's when I get angry. I will say, once we get the basics down, the like repetitiveness makes this a lot faster, so that part's nice. I think the struggle is like figuring out some of the designs that I want to do, and then as soon as we got those figured out, it's like we start cruising through some of this stuff, but that initial design phase is very slow in this game, I think. At least with how particular I am about certain things. It's just what I do. Oh, you can go first person mode with this stuff. Oh, yes. I didn't even notice that either. That's really nice too. That's awesome. A weathered stone, right? Yeah. Kind of looks like a beaver. Big old buck teeth. It's interesting. I built most of this without first person, and now I get to use first person. It's crazy. And fall to my death. Need an elevator. Oh, I can live with this, though. It's pretty good. It's a lot of armors. But I think we're going to need every spot we can to get all of them in. There's a lot of armors in this game. Go get some more torches. I have any? I don't. Dang it. I'm gonna have to restock big time with the resource world here soon. Probably do that tomorrow. Off stream so I don't have to mess with it. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. Lost track. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you serious? Nothing works that good. There is no way I accidentally made this the perfect distance. There's absolutely no way that's possible. Things don't never work out that well. What the heck is happening here? That must mean something horrible is going to go wrong or something. I'm going to mess something up so miserably bad because that worked out too well. Something like that only happens because one of these has to be like a slightly different size. I'm like one off. I gotta be. Something's wrong. I don't know what, but something's wrong. cruising now. There are just some situations where this first-person mode is just so good. It's not perfect by any means, but it just feels really good. I don't actually like being in first-person mode. It just like enables some of the really frustrating things to be exponentially easier. And that's what I like. How do we screw this up? I'm still waiting for something to just jump out at me and be like, yep, that's where I screwed up. It's somewhere. Gotta be somewhere. Waiting. Waiting in the dark. I don't know what it is. But otherwise, we must have done something right. Maybe just these. Will this do it? This just feels too harsh of a transition there. Or it could go all the way through. Maybe that's the way to do it. Full commit to that little design detail. It's probably the way to go. Yeah, I can live with that. That's fine. It's not ideal that it's like one higher, but like I like the height here that we have going. I think that feels... It feels good, I think. I think I'm okay with that. And that lines up well. I'm happy with all that. They're good details. 1050 already. Holy cow. Out of mannequins. Could go to the resource world and get those as well. Get some more of these placed. Gotta use a lot of hand railings. We have to be very safe, you know? Wouldn't want anyone to just fall into the lava. Think about the lawsuits. Would not be a fun day. We need to get shut down by OSHA. Oh man, be rough. Oops. Wish it would like save the last thing you did when you do this. It's easy enough, but it's also a little bit of a hassle, honestly. Just a tad. Realistically, though, most of these changes are just so simple. Wonder... Still have that block. Oh, I do have more torches. Let's go. It's like I was looking out for myself or something. Now they just need to make it so it auto-fills the same spot if you have more of the same item. I think that would be a really good change too. Like when I use the last one, it pulls it automatically into that slot. Maybe that There is something on the roadmap, and maybe I read it incorrectly. Maybe that makes it go in there. There's something like when you, I thought it was like when you pick an item up, it won't go into this hotbar, but maybe it's the opposite of what I was thinking. That would be kind of nice. I guess that's kind of annoying. If you pick up the blocks, you slowly fill your inventory with them. That's a little weird. I think if we could just pull everything from our chests, we'd be better off. Maybe just me. I think that'd be a very noticeable change. That would be nice. Just full chest. Why are these not like 25 stacks too? I think that exponentially more stacks of stuff would be good too. 5 is not enough for lanterns. Something that is arguably like the most placed item, like decor item. Alrighty. That looks pretty fantastic. Okay, is it going to drive me nuts that those don't line up? I think we're going to have to live with it either way. I don't think it's going to matter. It's looking crazy, though. Wow. It's coming together, man. It feels like it's been really slow, but once you get the like original design done, it starts really coming together. He was really figuring out what I wanted to repeat over and over again. And then as soon as we did that, we're like cruising. And then with all the other different armor sets, it is going to like make a huge difference and look great. And it will add a lot more detail, I think. Question is, how many of these am I going to need? I think there was like 40 something armors, jeez, I can't talk anymore. Not including cosmetic sets, so hard to say. We have what? How many now? Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24. That's just mirrored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, what, 15? So we have 30, 54 or so. So I feel like that's going to be plenty, maybe. And then they'll go and add another dozen. Yeah, that's what I'm building bigger than needed here, I think is the goal. Is if we have another year of early access, and in the last update, not the most recent one, but the Alban Eve Heights one, they added like 4, 5, 6. I think they added like 2 of each class. 2 sets of armor for like each class, potentially. There's a lot. And then all the cosmetics and stuff, we're not even touching any of that yet. So, like, in theory, more is better. Which is kind of why I was like, this could go, like, all the way down. We could move these stairs a little. The doors could maybe slightly adjust. I don't know. I'm also thinking maybe, like, the best armors or my favorite ones. There's the, the Ranger, a melee, and a mage of the really cool sets. I don't know. I don't even feel like they're the best sets anymore, but they look really cool. These, yeah. The Elder ones, like we could put the Elder ones up in those little windows. It was kind of my thought. If I can... Am I missing one? Can there be another one? At least. I'm 100% missing something. That's the magic one. I have to be missing one of them. No way I missed something. I collected every single one of them. That's where it ends, though. Alright, now I have to know. Perks of having someone else in a resource world collect all this stuff. What's up, Callie? How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Alright, there's... That's not radiant, isn't it? No, that's the radiant. Is there not? Really? That's the mage one. The eagle eye. Wow, there isn't? There's not a melee one? What? That seems crazy to me. Maybe it's just the radiant set that's meant to be. That seems weird. Bummer. I want like 4 of those so I could put them up in those windows that I have. That would look really good. Now nothing's going to match quite right. Could just be 4 random sets, I guess, but that's not as exciting. Weird. Couldn't tell you. I just work here. Yeah. I also need to be able to pick the flame altar I spawn at. I cannot stand that I have to teleport every single time I join my world. Just chilling, how are you? Doing good. We're just building. Just building. And having a great time. Things are coming together really well. Oh, I didn't grab armor dummies. That's half the reason I went and wanted to look at that. Dang it. I'm gonna put them all down, but whatever. Alright, let's get these done real quick. Slowly but surely, coming together. Okay. That all looks good, I think. Just make sure I'm matching both sides, yeah. Looking good. So then I have to find like 4 armor sets to fit in here, I think, is kind of my plan. Or actually, like the coat of arms are really cool. Could do those. That'd be an interesting little detail as well. There's a lot of cool things you could put in those. More head mounts as well. They're really big though. Oops. I don't know. There's a lot of options with that stuff. And then once this ceiling is done properly, I think it'll look really, really cool. It's not going to be this low. Wonder what it'd look like to do maybe a slightly different detail here. Grab, I did. I'm not a huge fan of that. There's already a lot going on. I probably shouldn't worry about doing too much. It's looking good, though. Definitely need to figure out what the heck we're doing in here, though. It's definitely not bronze, though. Too much contrast. Could do some fun lighting things or something. Could do... I wish I liked the luminescent blocks a bit more, though. Not a huge fan of how they look. I haven't personally found a good way to use them. They're just like too glaringly different from everything. And then I need to figure out how to do these angled hand railings maybe a little bit better. I don't like hate this look, but I don't love it. I'd like to be able to figure out a way to make that slightly better, but that is another for another time. Well, it's coming together. Maybe I'll delete all this roof off stream tomorrow. I have a little free time. Get this place cleared out so it's like ready to like crush on Friday and just finish it. Get all the armor sets set up. Be pretty nice. You can pull armor sets, though, from chests, I did find out, I think. Yeah. So that's one cool thing. So I don't have to, like, pull them all from a chest. So that makes life slightly easier. What other details? I could just do some different blocks, I guess, like, in there, maybe. That could be interesting. Alrighty. It is 11 o'clock here. We got a lot of random stuff done in terms of story, quests, building, fixing things, changing things. We got a lot done tonight. I'm impressed. Feels good. A lot of little things. But what about a coffered ceiling? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I like the way like these two materials kind of work, and like one drops a little bit. So it's, I don't know, something in that realm of, I don't know if it's a barreled ceiling or coffered or like what it is. It could be, I have to kind of like, I have to get it all cleared out to kind of figure out what the heck I want to do. But I want some type of depth in the ceiling. Coffered would be really cool. That's a good option for it. And the barreled ceiling, I don't have enough space for, so I was kind of like, maybe it's just really small details. But a coffered ceiling would actually work really well. Be kind of a fun, repetitive way to do a detail or something. Find a fun way to mess with like multiple materials and stuff. But I'll get this all cleaned up, and we'll probably work on the ceiling next stream, finishing up the bridge, some of the minor details, getting the walls all matching. I feel like everything matches. Is on this side is done now. Everything on this side needs some work, and then we got to figure out what to do with that. And then we'll go crazy with the ceiling. We'll get all the armor pieces up on Friday. And this place will be... Oh, and then weapons. We have to figure out all the weapon mounts, I guess, is the last thing. But we're close. The armory's almost done. Crafting area, pretty much done. We just have to organize all our items in it. But that's an off-stream thing. It's looking great. The smithing area is pretty much done. We just need to add some more items and decor and stuff. The front altar area is pretty much complete at this point. Probably going to put some more mycelium and stuff in it, but those are really small, like ivy. Really small details. For the most part, that's all done. Nice thing, can't decide. Oh yeah, we got to redo this front area as well, and then finish the planter boxes. But other than that, we're moving along pretty quick now, feels. It's coming together. Really need to create a space... for all the NPCs that actually functions. Right now, they're just kind of prisoners in here. Some of them escaped and are running amok. Some of them are too afraid to leave, and they're huddling together, but I think I might need to create some interesting little spaces over here soon as well. So maybe after we finish the armory space, we'll hop into these areas, get these kind of detailed out, at least so they're functional. Crafting areas for all the NPCs and stuff, and then after that we still have the upstairs which I've been neglecting because it was really hard to place these mosaic frame walls, but now that you can rotate them, it's way easier, so that actually will speed this up super fast. It's gonna make this build 10 times faster. And then there'll be more spaces off the sides here. I'm not sure if we're going to jump into this part or not after the sides, because I really, really, really want to get into the castle build. I think I'm very excited about building my mega castle thing up here. So we'll have to get... this luminescent growth is going to start growing up the hillside. So I'm going to build that off stream because I have a special way I'm recording it for a video I want to do. And then I think once the armory and those side places that I was mentioning for the NPCs are done, I think we're going to be jumping up and starting the castle afterwards, which I'm really excited about. I have a lot of things to figure out, like design-wise, for like what I'm thinking for this castle, but I'm like really excited about this build. I think it's going to be freaking epic. And I'm excited to do a little bit more of the storytelling side of this build, which is pretty much how this altar was created. That will do some fun things. And then the epic castle, then we're going to build a library, kind of museum space over there, and we have to do a lot of landscaping as well up here. I haven't done anything for this. All of this has to be smoothed out at some point, but it's getting there. Slowly but surely, you know? And hopefully the new resource world will get updated as well. And we'll have access to some of the new items that I can't figure out where to get from. But with that, I'm going to call it here. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Thank you for joining the stream. We'll be back Friday, usually around 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll be continuing our work on that, maybe doing some more questing and stuff, and having a good time. So I appreciate everyone hanging out for the night, and I will see you Friday. Peace out.